Hi, it's Bial. This is the second video, which is we're gonna create the first scene. I organize this, rename it, and then put it into the same collection. And also I have another one here because they have two variation, and I'm gonna show you how to use empty for the object because it's gonna make things a lot easier. Like this is the empty, right? So if we move it, the bottle will move with that empty, and then if we scale it, it's also scale it with the empty. So it's really important because we want to keep it everything proportional. Like this is only affecting the empty, not the can itself. And this is how we're gonna do that. Please make sure that you're on this collection and then add empty cube like that, and then we're gonna scale it to fix the bottle, probably like that. And then I'm just gonna rename this empty like that, and then let's select all and make sure the empty is yellow, and then press Ctrl P and object keep transform. So this is what it's gonna look like on the outlier. So they're gonna move with the empty and scale based on the empty, and basically that's how you do that. So before we do anything at all, let's just create a new collection, and then let's name it elevator door. This is for the scene. Okay, let's load the reference image, and I include that on the description box below, so you can download that or you can use your own. And then let's turn it down so we can see it like that. And then we can start adding the plan. This is for the floor first. I'm just gonna work my way up, and then let's scale it as on the x-axis, and let's scale it by 5. No, that's too big. 4, I guess. And then let's select edges, and I'm gonna move it around here with snapping GY. Oh no. Oh yeah, right. Y is 0 like that, and then GY probably like that, minus 2.5. Like that. That's the floor. Easy, right? Floor. Let's name it floor. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, it's too I need to make it like higher like that. So I'm just gonna put a nice number there so it's easier to track everything. And then what we're gonna do next, let's do this wall, I guess. Let's do plane again, and then rotate it by 90 degrees. I think I'm gonna scale it again by 0.5, no, 0.25, and then G, Y, and no, Z like that. G, Y, G, X, probably around here. So let's put a nice number there. 1.2, I guess. Let's see. I mean, interesting. 1.5 minus 1.5 minus 1. I think I want to make it like a bit here, like here. Probably like 0.9.95 or 8, I guess. I mean, it will hidden because we're gonna add the door frame. So let's just put this number like that, and then select all, duplicate it, and then move it on the x-axis. Okay, I need to make sure that it's here. 1.5, 0.595, like that, and then let's select this top edges, both of them, and then right click and bridge edge loops. We're gonna do this. Let's add like 16. Yeah, I think that's okay. Or should we like move it a bit higher? I guess we should, like this, or 6. Yeah, let's do 6, and then bridge edge loops and 16. Yep, that's much better. And then since we want the top to be like square-ish, let's just select this and this one and scale it as Z0, like that, and then move it up, probably 2.75, or should we make it higher, like that? Okay, that's for the top part. And then the side part, let's scale it by SX0, like that. Do the same thing for this, SX0, and then let's move it, I guess, to, oh no, let's do it here, like GX, like that. Let's do the same thing here. Yeah, that's better, but we need to make it like thicker. We need to make the wall thicker, like that. We need to select the outer edges and then extrude it on the y-axis, like that. I think I'm gonna put like 0.25, I guess, or 5 to 5, I think. Oh, no, 0.25, like that, and then press F to make edges. We don't really need to care that much about this part because that's the back part. Shade auto smooth, like that. That's basically the wall. Easy, right? Let's name it wall. Okay, now we're gonna create this arch, the door frame. Okay, and this is how we're gonna do it. Let's select the wall again, go to the edit mode, and let's select this arch, shift D to duplicate it, and then separate it by selection. See, we have these two, and we're gonna choose this. Let's name it for now elevator frame, I guess. Elevator door frame, because we're gonna use that name a lot. Elevator door frame. Let's convert it to curve, and then we unlock this. When you turn it into curve, we unlock this property. And then let's choose geometry profile. Let's probably put 0.75. Oh, that's too big. Let's add 0 here. Okay, that's better. Let's see. Crown molding, cornice. Yeah, this one better. We don't really need to care that much about this because we're gonna add subdivision here, so it looks a bit smoother. Shade smooth. Also, we need to turn this like that. Much better. See, that's nice, right? Okay, that's for the door frame. Basically, we don't need to do anything else for that. And then what we're gonna do next, I think let's start with this for now. Let's do cube. Geez. Oh no, I need to change this into edge. Just like that. let's move it upwards. Let's turn it off first. Probably around here. Let's make it a nice number. I like that. Yeah. Oh no, let's turn it on. GX like that. GX like that. Okay, I think this is, we don't need the back part, so let's just move it. Oops, whoops, what's going on? Why is it going crazy? GY like that. That's for the extruded wall. Let's name it wall extruded like that. And let's start adding the lamp by doing cylinder. We're gonna choose triangle fan and let's rotate it 90 degree. Let's make it smaller, probably around like 5 centimeter, I guess. Oh, that's too small. What about 15? Still too small. What about 25? Oh, that's still too small. Let's just change this here like that, I guess. Jeez, no, oh, that's too big. Oh no, like 0.035, I guess. Yeah, or 4. Yeah, 4 it is. Like that. That's nice. And then I think I want to use like centimeter for the depth. And then let's move it forward. GY like that. Okay, that's nice. And then let's create the bulb now, and then UV sphere. We don't need anything fancy. Just wait, let's see. Let's make it a nice number. One, 15, I guess. 2.15 meters. And don't forget to apply the scale. And let's put it here to make it smaller, probably like 0.3, like that. Yeah, I like that. Let's copy this. Yep. Okay. And since I don't want to have like extra meshes, let's just join this by Ctrl J. Let's name it lamp. If you want to edit it, like if you want to change the scale of this cylinder, you can select one of the edges and then press Ctrl L. See, it doesn't affect the sphere. So that's how you do it. And I don't really bother to edit this back part because it's hidden into the wall, so don't really need to do anything for that. Basically, let's just add bevel to make it nicer, like that. Is it too small? Let's try. Yeah. Okay, and then set smooth. Shade smooth. That's hard to pronounce, but anyway, like that. And then since we need 3, I'm just gonna move it here for now. Yeah, that's a nice number. And then let's add array, and then offset 0.85, like that. It's nice. See, we have 3 lamp now. Okay, what should we do next? Let's just do this. What do they call it? I don't know. This part, like let's do it cube, scale it down. Let's turn off this first. Gx, scale it down. Gz, 1.2, 0.4, or 0.35, no, 0.45 I guess, or 0.425. Okay, let's scale it again. I want the depth to be like 5 centimeter I guess. No, oh wait, the depth 5 centimeters, like that. Let's move it forward for now and then snap to the wall like that. Okay, that's nice. And then front, I think we need to make it taller. 0.3, 0.5. Oh, that's too tall. I think I'm gonna keep that. 0.2 I guess. Okay, that's, wait, before that we need to apply the scale, and then let's choose this edges, and we're gonna bevel it. Control B, like that. I think I'm gonna use, it really doesn't matter because I'm gonna add subdivision, but let's just put 8 here. And before we do anything, wait, tap select all and then press M by distance. See, it removed 4 vertices. And then let's add bevel. I think I'm gonna put 16 and then shade auto smooth. I think 16 is too much. I mean, we're not gonna see this. I don't know, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't do anything, so let's just keep it like that, and let's name it arrow base I guess. I don't know what do they call that, like that. And then we need the, the arrow, of course. We're gonna add star. Please make sure that you turn on the extra mesh and extra curve object so you can add the star. Let's use mesh. Oh no, let's use Shift A, star, curve. We need 3-point star, and then let's rotate it front. Okay, that's it. I need to make it smaller, and then we need to like extrude it a bit. See, that's like that, and probably round it again, make it like bevel. I think it's too much, like that. Like that. Yeah, it's still too big. Why is suddenly so loud? Probably like this, I guess. 1.2 through 5, like that. And then we're gonna duplicate it for the top part, and then move it upwards, and then rotate it like 180 degree, like that. Yeah, let's see. Oops, we need to move it forward. I think that's still too thick. 0.5. Yeah, like that, I guess. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, that's nice. Oh, okay. We need like move it lower, or should we like make it a bit bigger like that? Let's see. Yeah, that's better. Okay, since this lamp need to move with this wall, let's just parent it. Object is transform. Let's move it downward a bit like that. Is it gonna interfere with the frame? Yeah, it is. Like that, I guess. Let's move it. Set. I just want to make sure that they have a nice number here, like that, like that. Okay, I mean we could like move it lower, 1.95, like that. That's fine. And then we're gonna wait, we need to rename this arrow, and then we need to parent it. Okay, this is my favorite part. Let's start with the plane. I heard x90, and then let's move it like that, around that. Yeah, this is for the banner. Let's move it, extrude it like that. I think I want to move it back a little bit. No, 0.25. Is it too much? Yeah, it is. 125. No, let's just like that. So it's a bit behind this door frame. 75. No, like that. That's what I meant. That's for the banner. Elevator door banner, I guess. Okay, what else? We need to make this door first. Let's use cube. Let's scale it. I think it's easier to just move it like that, and then let's move it here, move it down, face like that, and then this is like that, and the door thickness is like 10 centimeters, I guess. Is that? Let me see. Oh, we need to hide that first. 10 centimeters. I think that's fine. Or should we like 5 centimeters? Let's do 5. And make it move a bit. Like that. We only need one, and then we can mirror it let's just rename it first. Elevator door fluted glass. Then let's add mirror. Let's just this wall like that, so if we move it around the x-axis, it's gonna mirror it like that. That's it. And then we need to make this wavy door. Let's just duplicate it and then let's rename it wavy. Let's hide it for now, and then okay, front, we need to move it here 0.25, and then we need to loop cut it, yep, like that, and then loop cut it one more time like that. And we need to move this vertices back. Whoops, that's too much. 0.5. This is still sharp, so we can add subdivision. Please put it first. Okay, I'm gonna add like 3 subdivision. See, this is wavy, but this part we want that to be sharp, so let's just that shape, so we can select this outer face and then shift E to edge crease and then just press 1 like that. Much better, but I think we can make it a bit wavier. I think we need to move it. Let's turn off this like that, I guess. 101 2, much better. 75. Okay, that's nice, right? And then we need to move it. Oh, we need to move this one back a bit. I want to hide this for now. A bit more like that, and then we need to shade auto smooth like that. But actually we need to shade GY this GY like that, and then we also need to move it again GY, and then 1 to 5 like that. Yep, and then we can turn the mirror on again like that. See, it's easy. I think that's it for the first scene. Let's see. Yep, and then we can start with shading. This is the fun part, y'all. Oh wait, I forgot to move it here. GY and GZ. Oh, that's because this part GY here, GY, there you go, like that. See, this is the fun part. Let's start with the wall. Wow, it's gonna be simple. Let's just make the roughness 1 and then use this color. Wait, I want to like that, and then we're gonna do this next. Another wall, extrude it again. I want it to be blue like that. That's cute, right? And then I want the floor now. Floor. Okay, I want to add like marble shader here, so let's start with For Hanoi, texture, and then let's add color ramp here, distance to factor, and color to color, and then we're gonna add noise texture here, and Control T, like that, and then we're gonna add mix color here, and then result to factor, and like that. Let's just use linear light, and then I think we need to mix color again here, so I want to use this blue for the tiles, for the floor, I mean like that, and then nope, let's move it here a quarter there, and then let's move it, let's choose 40, let's scale it up, and turn on the roughness, or let's turn it down. I think that number is fine. Okay, that's fine. I think I'm gonna turn down the roughness. I forgot, we need to choose this distance to edge. Okay, I think that's fine. Let's just keep it like that, and then let's change this lamp this. I think I want to use purple color, like that, and then we need to add new material, lamp light. Basically, let's choose this sphere, Control L, and assign it, and we need to change this emission, and I want to use this color. Let's turn up the strength. I think that's fine. Let's continue with this arrow. I think I'm just gonna reuse the wall extruded, like the blue color. That's nice. This one is for the arrow. Since it's like plasticky, I think I want to use diffuse BSDF, and because like I want to show the light, like only this bottom part, let's create new material and assign that arrow on. Let's just rename it default. Oops, default arrow on. Okay, and this diffuse BSDF, and then emission, mix shader here. This is important because we're gonna use this factor for the animation. I think I'm gonna use this color again. Let's just copy it and paste it like that. You can see that, right? Okay, and this is it white? No, I need to make sure it's white like that. Okay, let's move on to this metal frame. Let's turn up the metallic, and I want to use like yellowish color like that. And then this is another metal but pink. It's just metal yellow. This is the pink one. I think I'm gonna use this color. Let's just copy this and paste it. Oh, that's purplish. I'm gonna change it to be more pinkish like that. And then this is the banner. Okay, so for this banner, I think I want to use this pinkish color again. Whoops, pinkish color, and just like the wall. Let's just turn up the roughness like that, and probably like add the sheen. And then we're gonna make the fluted glass here. Fluted glass. We're definitely gonna use glass BSDF. And then let's add wave texture. And then let's add bump. Color to height, normal to normal. And then we're gonna add color ramp. Like that. 1 to 5. I want to use this yellow. And so I want to see the texture. Let's use the color to the surface for now so we can see it clearly. Let's scale it down like that, and then we need to like remove 1 0 from that. See, it looks nice. I think we need to turn just this. Okay, and you cannot really see anything for now because behind this glass there's nothing here, so I'm just gonna put this monkey so you can see this effect, like the fluted glass effect here. It's clearly working, and I want to add like the label here, like the logo, so I'm just gonna use the same technique for adding the label, which is using image texture, and then use the logo, make shader as factor, and then we also need like this shifty to the second socket. I need to make it darker. I want it to be like metallic. This is clearly weird, so we need to change the UV map. Let's go to edit mode, select all, and U, and cube projection. I'm just gonna choose the front face here. Oh, there you go. Let's see. G. Probably like that. And I'm just gonna scale it down the other face and move it to somewhere blank, somewhere empty. I think that's nice. It's easy because the shape is just cube, and I want it to be like embossed again. And then let's just add displacement, color to height, mid level to 0, displacement to displacement, like that. See, that's nice. Okay, but I don't want to use sheen here. Let's just remove that. I'm just gonna turn it up like that. So that's basically it for this scene, and we're gonna continue the inside of the elevator on the next video, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.